Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, wait until Miss McGreevy.
Sir.
Oh, Lord, we're going to start cause a fire. While we wait, how y'all doing? That is so good.
Can y'all see me? Because I can't see y'all.
If you can see me, clap twice. There you go. I like that. I really can't see y'all.
Dear school, the most popular, I am not. I care less about popularity. I love them yellow slips, just so I can get out and skip. I had a crush on a girl in the tent. She dated my right-hand friend. I hated school after that, and everything that it meant. They say school is our job. Well, I never punched the clock. Y'all spent $2 just to get out of fifth block. I might not always be first, but I'll never be last. I barely come to class, bruh, and I still pass. Your friends gonna fake kick it. I hate to break the news. I don't care about no bell, boy. I barely be at school.
All right, so we know who to call when somebody's skipping.
There we go.
All right.
If I asked you to guess who I am, you'd be wrong. Christian? No. Straight? No. Happy? I hope my silence is an answer. If I told you to guess what my future will be, you'd be wrong. Wife? See above. Kids? Also see above. Happy? I don't know the answer. But for now, you're wrong. If I asked you, how do you think I feel about you? You'd be wrong. I don't know. It's not hate. That's too strong of a word, but it's definitely not love. I love you. I love you. I love you. Each time those words get harder and harder to say, each time you rip it from my throat with obligation. And each time I get closer and closer to choking. I'm starting to feel to say it to you. Both of you, all of you, even the ones that you raised to spit venom, the snakes in the grass, the vipers lying in wait, the ones who constantly strike at me. It's starting to hurt. It's my turn for the questions. Did you teach me patience? No. Did you teach me love? No. There's nothing that you could teach me. Damn you. Damn it, you. Can't you? Love you? No. That was back when I could read once, but that was back before the printing press, back before Martin Luther's 90-something complaints, back when I thought I was straight, back when I get this, thought I could love. But I can't. I don't know if I can, because I'm scared. Scared of being disappointed, or scared of disappointing, or scared of being forgotten. And that is my cardinal sin. Forgetting something or being forgotten. Sorry, that was a bit much all at once. I guess it's time to put that stuff away and lock it up. After all, what if I open up and get left anyway? Feelings are a liability.
We know who to call to write a poem.
All right.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do at this point won't matter because your skin color has already confessed of a crime. You have the right to an attorney who will try his hardest to seek justice, but the jury will have him outmatched 12-1. Do you understand the rights have been read to you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop moving. I see you reaching for your 9mm wallet. I said stop moving. Stop breathing. Your chest is puffing up too much. I feel threatened. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said stop moving. Boom, pop, pow. Oops, I did it again. I'm a cop star. No, I'm a pop star. No, I'm a pop star. By the time I get back to the precinct, man, I'll be a rock star. Platform. I have more black names on trophies than the BET Awards platform. I will probably be given an award at the NYPD Awards platform. I will probably be throwing a parade, because when I clap for them, they all go to the grave. I will probably be given an award at the NYPD Awards platform. I will probably be throwing a parade, because when I clap for them, they all go to the grave. Black boys' cries roll off of deaf white man's ears. And black mothers' tears keep the graveyard's grass green. And black men's bones are the gallows in which they choose to falsely convict our kind when we will wake up. Because I wonder, do black women feel more closer to God because they have to bury their only begotten son? I wonder. Because I'm tired. And I just don't know. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of living in a society where the laws were made as lullabies to us folk. I'm tired. I'm tired of staying in a society where I have to stay woke. Because I'm tired. And I wonder, when will America realize that we not sleep no more? Because I'm tired, and I wonder, when I fall asleep, will I stay asleep forever?
Girl, that was good. You had me scared over there for a minute. Girl, that was real good. Next on the docket.
You are worth it. Even when it doesn't seem so, you are worth every single bit of energy that anyone has ever poured into you. Lies are readily accessible. So let me be the first to tell you the truth. Contrary to what you might have been told, you are no poisoned youth. No disease to the descendants of the baby boom. No disease to the descendants of the baby boom. You are worth every single bit of energy that anyone has ever given you in your life. And that is something extremely special to know. Thank you, y'all.
Short and to the point, like that. Give her another hand.
Next up.
Hi, my name is Osha. You already know that, but it's okay because I'm going to say it again. And today, I'm going to read a couple of letters for you. Also, I feel like it's important to mention I wrote these in third block today. To my moon, I love all that you are and all that you've yet to find out you are. I love the way your hair falls over your shoulders. I love the way you let me love you. I never thanked you for that, by the way. Thank you for letting me love you. Thank you for letting me be there for you. The moon has always been my favorite part of the night sky. She's always there for me, even when the sun is shining. I can see her in the corner of my eye during the day. I've never had to look for her much. She knows me. She knows that I didn't have the best childhood, if any at all. She knows that usually when I laugh, I start to cry. She knows I love it when she hugs me. I hope she knows that I never planned to do what I did. I hope she knows that I know her, too. To my son, I know you haven't been here long, only just started to rise on the day that is my life. That doesn't mean you haven't worn my skin. It doesn't mean I haven't whispered under my breath things the trees don't get to hear, hoping that the sun hears them, hoping that the moon understands them. I love the way the sun shines when I smile at her. I love the way she loves me. She knows that force won't do anything but push me away. She knows that global warming can and will make me cry because the penguins are going extinct. She knows that I refuse to believe the bad is as bad as it is because I love the good in the world. I hope she knows I'm trying. P.S. I have loved the sun and the moon since I've known them. I have loved the sun for as short as she has been there for me. I have loved the moon for the years we've known each other. I hope they know that the sun and the moon make my day whole.
Words are always such a beautiful sight to me. Some people love a golden sunset with orange and pink smeared across the sky like paint. Others love a clear night sky with stars dotting the heavens like diamonds. Or some love a rainbow, taking what is plain and washing it in color and light. Others tall mountains and low valleys, rushing rivers and still lakes, vast fields of flowers and city skylines. But me, I love words. Words in black ink, typed on a white page. Words that create worlds and speak life into a dreary plain of gloom. Words that make me and erase me and turn something that's nothing more than ink and a single sheet of paper into something beautiful. Just as some stare in awe at the view from the top of a mountain, I stare in awe at paragraphs and sentences, in awe of how I feel so connected to a character who's nothing more than a figment of the pages that amaze me. Or maybe I stare in awe at the hot tears that stream down my face, or the loud laughs that escape. Or maybe I just am in awe in the fact that words are causing me to feel this way. I stare in awe at this lifeline that I found. And I stared at them so long that it felt like they became a part of me, twisting my mind to constantly create and always need a story to tell. And then I became so in love with the sight of them that I became in love with the sound of them. I love the sound of long words flowing through the air like wind and short words aimed sharp like knives. I crave them, words that soothe like sweet, sweet honey, and words that burn like hot brimstone. I'm constantly in search of new words, new worlds, new views. And I'm always finding things in them. I've found sights I love, views I love, but I think the most important thing I found was myself. And I pray that someone else will find themselves in my words the same way that I found myself in someone else's. Thank you.
May I remind you that you walked out of my life. You walked out of my life, Dad. How can you say I abandoned you when you left me? And then you come back, and it's like you don't even care for me and Mom. Do you not understand the pain and the hurt that you put us through? I've tried to reach out to you many times. And you know what you did? You pushed me away. Like you pushed me on my mom. And then on top of that, you want me to be a new stepdaughter to your wife and your kid. And it gets me, you don't even care about what you did to us. I don't know what type of life that you live in, but this is the real world, Dad. I don't want to be your new family. You were always in my heart, and you left me to perish. It's the real world, Dad. I don't want to be your new family. You were always in my heart, and you left me to perish. One day, I may forgive you. But as of right now, I don't care who you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. DHR and 911 at the same time. Next on the docket, we have...
What a fool I was, hoping you would love me. I know you will never love me, yet I still hope. Worthless hope. What fools we are, thinking things can save us. Nothing can save us. Yet she still walks into the flames, expecting to find the beauty. He still walks into the hurricane, looking for the eye of the storm. They still swam into the ocean, seeking euphoria that can no longer be found, until they drown in the deep. We still stand here in this house, crushing down on top of us, because we have nowhere to run that can save us. So we stand here, and wait for this roof to come down on us and extinguish the everlasting despondency trapped inside. Silence emerges to the surface. What fools we are. Our last breaths taken momentarily, solely because we were looking for hope that wasn't there. They were looking for the only beauty in their lives, but sometimes beauty is dangerous.
If I can't do what I want to do, then my choice is not to do what I want to do. It's not the same thing, but it's the best I can do. If I can't have what I want, then my job is to want what I've got and be satisfied that at least there is something more to want. Since I can't go where I need to go, then I must go where the signs point. Through always understanding parallel movement isn't lateral. When I can't express what I really feel, I practice feeling what I can express, and none of it is equal. I know, but that's why mankind alone among the animals learn to pray. The world is not a pleasant place to be. The world is not a pleasant place to be without someone to hold and be held by. A river would stop its flow if only a stream were there to receive it. An ocean would never laugh if clouds weren't there to kiss her tears. The world is not a pleasant place to be without someone. Thank you.
That was good. Give her another hand.
If I hold an apple in my hand, I can see it as small, round, and fragile, yet it has a foundation that it sits upon that gives it a sense of empowerment, which also makes it seem a bit sturdy, as well as fruitful, promising, and tempting. And although it is just in my hand, I can already imagine how it feels to bite into it, how it feels to taste its sweetness and let its juices run down my chin. I can already see what it looks like on the inside beneath its skin and how prestigiously and carefully its seeds that will soon be spit out and thrown away are placed. I can already imagine it whole in its sturdy core, but at the same time, I recognize in my mind what it will look like once I have finished my share and all of the juicy, succulent life it once held is soon replaced by a drying, browning core. It seems that it only took one moment for the shiny, delicate apple to resort to an empty shell and withering core, not knowing how its components will be applied or whether all of the nutrients provided by the little apple were even accounted for. It makes me wonder if it is even worth it to the little apple. Will the consumer enjoy the apple and its distinct taste, or will the consumer get far too caught up in the potential distaste that will develop for the final product of the fruit that will cause it to be thrown away? After all, the little apple did no harm. It served its divine purpose, but will that be enough for the consumer? Will the consumer see the depth within this apple, its dire need to be recycled and replenished for new life, or will the consumer only see the exterior and what is left to show for the fruit once full of life? And with this potential option, what will the consumer do next with the apple? Well, the consumer will most likely throw it away, along with all of the other worthless garbage beaten down by mankind, and however, if that is so, it brings another thought into my mind. Once the apple is tossed out of sight and out of mind and into the spiraling abyss of the, quote, garbage of mankind, does that mean that the apple is deemed just as worthless as the rest of the rubbish? Why, of course not, because that apple once held purpose, and although that purpose played its part, it still has a dire need to be recycled and replenished so that it once again can sprout new life, but the consumer failed to see the depth and placed it in the wrong bin for it to now rot and decay. So what does this mean for the other garbage? Well, what if each and every other discarded piece once held their destiny too? What if each of them served their divine purpose by assisting and pouring into others so they could strive, but when they were out of juice, their consumers failed to see their underlying depth and mistook it for a purposeless life, instead of seeing them through and letting them contribute what they had left to what built foundations up and what created them in the first place? You see, to the apple it all seems to be a misunderstanding, but it cannot do anything to change its situation because it is not the apple that inhabits its own fate, but the consumer that is in control of it. And although the apple would fight back and take over its life once again, at this point it is far too small and feeble-minded to fight against the stringent consumer that inhabits its unforetold fate. But although this plight may seem detrimental to the apple at hand, if you think deeper into it, this apple was almost lucky, believe it or not. Some people are too busy getting caught up in the ones who had a purpose and threw it away, opposed to thinking about the ones who never got a chance to serve their divine purpose in the first place. Some of the biggest, roundest, firmest, ripest, and most colorful apples that could have held the power to change the world were discarded immediately, because despite how tempting they seemed, some people never had a taste for apples in the first place. Thank you.
Correct your name, amen.
Okay, well here's my poem that I made, and it's called Beauty is Pain. So, smiling when your heart is broken, concealing such aching pain, it can really damage your brain. Being pretty is your devotion, but also your greatest strain. Beauty is pain. You hide your flaws, you chain up your imperfections that make you human. You value popularity over giving charity. Becoming an anorexic model that keeps her emotions bottled. Beauty is pain, which I can greatly see. If only society saw the pain in their definition of beauty brings.
One, if I could, I would nail these hands to the edges of stars. I would sacrifice this body to the sky, hoping to resurrect as someone spiteful enough not to care about you anymore. Two, staple me to a cross. Pierce my side with a broken promise, and I will bleed all of the crippled reasons why you deserve one more chance. Three, loving you was the last thing I felt really good at. Four, you want to know how I got these scars? Well, I ripped every piece of you out of my smile. 5, I whispered you stardust. 6, I spoke you into sunflowers. 7, I dipped my hands in forever. I touched you infinity, treated you as if you were the last molecule of oxygen inside of a gas chamber. I was good to you. 8, you want to know how I got these scars? Well, I swallowed my pride, and then I watched as it clawed its way out of my mouth. 9, I realized that I was never really your boyfriend. I was just your hype man. 10, I hope your next boyfriend gets smallpox. 10, yes, I just said smallpox. 10, I hate you. 10, but I miss you. 10, and I love you. 10, and I still love you. 10, and I still love you. 10, and I still love you. 10, it's hard for me to count when I get emotional. 10, I heard that over 90% of human interaction is nonverbal, so 10. If I could, I would tie your arms to a daydream and auction you off to my fondest memories. And to the dude who started dating my ex-girlfriend 2 days after we broke up, yes, I saw that on Facebook. Now, when I realized that you were dating the girl that I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, I walked outside, I talked to myself, I told myself there's no way that Ashton Kutcher is gonna catch me off guard today. I waited 45 minutes, and then I realized that there hadn't been a new episode of Punk'd in almost 4 years, so I guess that makes me the only practical joke in this entire situation. 1, the first time I saw you and her in a picture, I wanted to reach my entire arm inside of the computer screen and snatch the happiness right off of your face. 2, if I ever see you in the street, I might punch you in the throat. 3, I apologize in advance. Say that. And I know it makes no sense to have this much anger, this much animosity toward a man that I've never met before, but my definition of love is being robbed 8 times in an alleyway. and hoping that there's something about today that makes all of this different. There's nothing logical about ripping off the most important parts of yourself and putting them inside of hands that shake, inside of hands that tremble, inside of hands that crack like a Haitian sidewalk. There's nothing logical about love, for your love stutters when it gets nervous. Your love trips over its own shoelaces, and love is clumsy, and my heart refuses to wear a helmet. 5, Cupid is really irresponsible. I'm just tired of him using me as target practice. 6, 6, I heard and I'm told that time heals all wounds, but what exactly do you do when it feels like days that the hands of your clock don't, they have arthritis? 7, she always wore her heart on her sleeve, so tell me, why do you look so familiar? 8, I think I've seen you somewhere in her smile. Like I felt you somewhere in her laughter. Like I felt you somewhere in her arms. 9, I have this envelope, and it's full of all the butterflies I felt the first time that she relaxed the Velcro across her lips and smiled in my direction. I think most of them are still alive. I guess that just means these belong to you too. Thank you.
Baby, that was good. That was real good.
Yeah, that was wonderful. With no mic.
Hey, man.
This piece is called The First 48.
Oh.
Friends is such a foreign concept at this point. We walk past each other in the halls. A nod? That doesn't feel right. I don't like it. I walk her to class. Mistake number 1. I try to talk, but my hands can't seem to find a place. I want to grab her hand, hold it in mine, show the people around her that she's mine. But she's not. So we walk, and I'm sure we talked, but I don't remember what words were said. She went to shake my hand. A sign of respect for the boundaries that I have created as I heal from an unexpected turn of events. And our hands touch. Mistake number 2. I try to go along, just let go, get to class, but her face was so full of care. Her eyes were soft, and I can't help but pull her into a hug. Mistake number 3. She's so safe. She didn't even hurt me that bad, but oh God, did that hug hurt. I regretted it as soon as I did it. But of course, I did it again when she walked me to my car. Mistake number 4. I'll do it again when I see her tomorrow, and the next day, mistake after mistake. Maybe each day the pain will subside. Maybe each day, each time our hands brush, I'll be less tempted to grab her and hold her and not let go this time. But this time, we walk, and my hands can't seem to find a place, and I try to remind myself she was never a mistake. But we walk, and we talk, and my hands can't seem to find a place. Thank you.
Figures. I gave you ride or die, and you gave me kings. Love figures. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm great. I know I'm crying, 'cause you just won't change. Love figures. I gave you all, and you gave me shit. Love figures. I wish I could do exactly what you did. I wish I could hurt you, babe. Love, what would you do if you couldn't get me back? You're the one who's gonna lose something so special, something so real. Tell me, boy, how in the fuck would you feel if you couldn't get me back? You're the one who's gonna lose to you.
Sorry. Oh yeah, that's perfect. No.
Figures. I'm the bad guy 'cause I can't learn to trust. Love figures. Say sorry once and you think it's enough. I got a lineup of girls and a lineup of guys begging for me just to give them a try. Figures, willing to stay 'cause I'm sick for your love. I wish I could hurt you back. Love, what would you do if you couldn't get me back? You're the one who's gonna lose something so special, something so real. Tell me, boy, how in the would you feel if you couldn't get me back? That's what I wish that I could do to you.
I wrote this yesterday, kind of depressed, but hey. Dear Skylar, are you good enough for anything? You're fat, no good, deserve no love life, don't deserve to know good until it's gone, don't deserve to not be overseen, to become a leader and be enforced by society to follow others, and in a locked closet that you're trapped in, trying not to care but it's killing you inside, giving your all into something and it not working out. Being treated like less than and only valued when missed. Skylar, do you truly deserve to live? Not knowing what's there beyond the skies. Because failure is not an option in my life. Death rumbles my name, but not knowing what's beyond the skies, questioning your religion that you were born and raised into, and being told that later your religion was another religion that you don't, that your ancestors didn't believe in. All right. Keeping all of these feelings to yourself, not knowing if you died where you would go. Being attracted to someone so mature that power is behind his voice, and every time he talks, your heart skips a beat. And when he touches you, the blood rushes from your head to your feet, and wishing that all of his dreams will become true. And to a man that you don't even know if he really likes you. Coming into class just to get his attention, dressing up, holding conversation so he can feel my affection, starting debates just to enter an intelligent dialogue beyond this physical trait. I call that a mental analog. Him knowing that you like him and he still not make a move. Is he shy like me, or does my presence not connect with him spiritually, or am I just fat and ugly? I don't know. I don't know. School is easy, but tests are tough. Should one test determine my future? Yes, and ain't that just my luck?
Say that.
Happiness is something that I force on myself. I don't think that that's good for my health. Being told that another woman holds a higher power for someone that you've given your all to for years just because she gave her body instead of her tears. Being told that sex is the only way that he will ever love you, even though you don't love yourself. Wanting to have sex with temptation, wanting to have sex because of temptation, but your morals hold a higher wealth. I honestly don't know. Will change come? I don't know. Forcing a smile upon my face, looking at people disgusting. I promise you, if she say one more thing, she can catch this case. My heart is tired,
and I can't give anymore. But beyond all this pain, I think there's good in store. Maybe someone will touch something that I can't feel and something that I can't see. Maybe someone will touch or love my inner mystery. I'm done.
I don't want nobody to hunt you though, to fall in love with nobody. That's right.
Okay, so
If anybody want to come up and do another poem,
we're officially done with the actual, like, competition thing. But if any...
no.
You are worth it. Even when it doesn't seem so, you are worth every single bit of energy that anyone has ever invested into you. Lies are readily accessible. So let me be the first to tell you the truth. Contrary to what you might have been told, you are no poison juice. No disease to the descendants of the baby boom. This country was in shambles long before you. I'm sorry, but I don't understand why the younger generation has to suffer under the excuse of second nature. Why every time a crooked politician conducts himself outside of the constitutional code of conduct, the question is always, what is wrong with this generation? Don't you know that seeds fertilized in hate are still destined to grow? Mark Twain once said that history does not simply repeat itself, rather that it rhymes. So maybe that's why social media turned everyone antisocial. Maybe that's why congratulations you're in turned into congratulations now you're into thousands of dollars worth of debt. Maybe that's why mental health was fashioned into a fashion trend. If you follow the path society sets for you, I'm telling you it will end in failure, not at the expense of others, no, but at the expense of yourself. An educated mind is the most dangerous thing there will ever be, so instead of focusing on being the famed change, focus on being the best version of yourself. You are born into this world. You didn't make it, so don't you dare allow yourself to be berated for situations that you have never created. I know it's hard for some of you, probably for a lot of you, to know that the only thing you will ever be able to fully control is you. I know that y'all are dealing with a lot, so please don't carry the weight of the world's issues on your shoulders too. Don't despair in your sorrows. Take stock of your tomorrows and understand the world's grief, but you need to take time to find internal peace.
This is a new one, so bear with me, but we began in what seemed to me like a series of mistakes on my part, letting my tongue slip, letting you know a little bit too much, a little too early. Late nights, long talks, and a few too many I love yous led to an attachment I wasn't exactly prepared for. Not that I regret it in the slightest, but it was unexpected. When I thought I had lost you, I thought of each mistake I made night after night. Don't sleep yet, baby, please. I poked and prodded, begging to get a little closer to you. And then here I was. Closer than I ever imagined you'd let me, knowing I was on my way to being in love. But I was even more aware of the fact that that was wrong. You weren't wrong, you could never be. My feelings were wrong, misplaced and in need of disposal. That is until you spoke things I thought I had only dreamed of hearing, which somehow led to 3 days of hell. Not having my hand in yours, 3 days of missing you more than I thought I possibly could, considering we still talked throughout each day. For the first time, conversations weren't easy with you. For the first time, your text tone hit my chest in a way that didn't bring a smile to my face. For the first time, I wanted to do whatever I could to make someone stay, to make you stay. It was a little outrageous, the wait 3 days held, but I learned a lot in those 72 hours of thinking you were gone. I learned I didn't want to lose you. I learned that I didn't like falling asleep without the sound of your steady breathing on the phone. I learned I would never want to see that look of hurt in your eyes again. I learned that I love you with all I am, and I'd do whatever I could to keep you as long as you'd let me.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Angelou.
There you go.
Pretty women wonder where my secrets lie. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model styles, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. And then I say, it's in the reach in my arms, it's in the span in my hips, it's in the stride in my step, and in curl in my lip, because I am a woman. Phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please,
And to a man, the fellows stand and they fall to their knees. Then they swarm around me like a hive of honeybees. And I say, it's in the fire in my eyes and the flash in my teeth. It's in the swing in my hips and the joy in my feet. Because I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves wonder what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they still say they can't see. And I say, it's in the arch of my back, it's in the sun of my smile, it's in the rise of my breast and the grace of my style, because I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Now you understand just why my head is not bowed and why I don't have to shout or jump or have to talk real loud. Because when you pass me, it ought to make you proud. And I say, it's in the click of my heels, it's in the bend of my hair, it's in the palm of my hand and the need of my care. Because I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me.
Good job to all of them. Y'all did wonderful. All right, and we are going to call the third place winner. Coming in third place is Deontay Moss.
And hoping that there's something about today that makes all of this different. There's nothing logical about ripping off the most important parts of yourself and putting them inside of hands that shake, inside of hands that tremble, inside of hands that crack like a Haitian sidewalk. There's nothing logical about love.
Second place is Elian Soul.
May I remind you that you walked out of my life. You walked out of my life, Dad. How can you say I abandoned you when you left me?
Drum roll, please.
Deborah right here.
Try his hardest to seek justice, but the jury will have him outmatched 12-1. Do you understand the rights have been read to you? Whoa. Stop moving. I see you reaching for your 9mm wallet. I said stop.
Thank you for participating in the poetry slam. Yay!
Do you want to go to class? Okay.
It's 3 o'clock.
So have fun. Thank you for coming, and please do have a safe weekend.